Cameras open, and welcome to the Business of Art. This is the 3rd of January, and tonight we are having a chat about. Oh, waiting for that live stream to go live. There it is. Okay. So, good evening and welcome to the Business of Art. My name is Paul Adams. I am from Small Crown Productions. And tonight I want to talk about the concept of our product as artists, as creative people. We create art in some form. So for me, that is theatre shows and short films and that sort of thing. And for you, it might be music, it might be a visual art, it might be painting, it might be sculpture, whatever it is. Um, the first thing that we need to think about when we are talking about building a business around our art is we need the product, we need the art. So you have to be making the art, you have to be shipping the work, as Seth Godin puts it. Without that, you don't have anything to build a business around. Now, that's pretty obvious, but what does it mean to make good work? Now, obviously, if we are looking to build a product and create a product of some sort, so for me, a theatre show, let's take that as an example. Well, art is subjective. And we're talking about this concept of creating good work or ideally great work, exceptional work that keeps that audience really coming back to see more and more and more of what you do. Well, how do you know what good is? Well, as you develop your skill over time, you will develop a better understanding of excellence and what that is in your chosen field. You will be able to look to other experts in the field and compare your work and the quality of your work to the quality of their work. And you might have had some training and giving you a sense of how to analyze that, which is also a very important part of it. But ultimately, what you perceive as good and what I perceive as good or great or excellent may be very different. And that is the subjective nature of our art. The reality is that you will like what you like, and I will like what I like. And our job isn't to just create great art. It's not just to create great work if we're trying to build a business around that. We need to actually then not only ship great work, but really start to look at our audience and who is consuming that work. So, who's coming and buying tickets to see my shows? And ideally, who are the people who are coming back? Because the people who keep coming back are the ones that the work is truly resonating with. And they're the people that we want to start focusing on and honing in on. Because ultimately, it's about growing the reach of your audience. It's about growing, the size of your audience, whether that audience is a ticket buying audience or, an album buying audience or a painting buying audience, whatever that audience is for you. You could be creating a product, like you could be, and it's the same for any business. I mean, let's be real here. This whole structure, these concepts are applicable rather to any business. We're just putting it into the context of us as artists and creative people. The basic structure is the same. So the idea being that you want to create great work for the people that want that work, right? So you don't have to create work that resonates with everyone. In fact, you don't want to create work that you attempt to make resonate with everyone, because you'll essentially be running things so middle ground that you're not really serving anyone. And so you will have a particular style of work that you want to create, that you like to create, that really is the expression of you through the work that you create. And there will be people out there that resonates with very, very well. Your job is to find those people and find more of those people. Now, obviously, that is all done through marketing, and that is done through advertising. It is done through word of mouth. The job is to get out there and find those people. So it's great to have a great product, but we need to understand that that great product won't be great to everyone. And our job is to find the people that think it's great and love it to the point where they keep coming back. And then we need to find more of those people so that we can continue to build the audience that we have. Because it's those people who become our true fans, who will then buy anything that you create, that help you build a sustainable business around the product that you create, whatever that art is. So it's not just about creating the work. That is the first step. You cannot build a business around something that doesn't exist. You have to ship the work. You have to do the work. But once you've got that, then you need to understand who that is resonating with and find more of those people if that's the type of audience that you want. Because it's really easy to create a piece of work that kind of feels close to what you're doing, but really actually isn't bringing in the right audience. And I'll give you an example of this. A couple of years ago when COVID hit, to help serve the families in the community, basically, I created an activity pack. So it's a free downloadable pack. It's a digital pack that contains coloring pages and activities and all this sort of things, like 100 pages of activities for kids. And the initial concept of these things are things that will be associated as an add-on to the shows that we create. So when we do our Adventures of Peter Rabbit show, parents will be able to also buy a 100-page downloadable activity pack, all themed to that show. Now, building these activity packs, I thought, well, actually, they don't need to just necessarily be themed to the show. They could actually be themed to an event. So we had Christmas, we had Easter. So we made an activity pack for both of those. Now, when COVID hit, it was in the lead up to Easter. And so I was just about to start selling the Easter activity pack. In fact, I'd gotten one sale at the point of launch, and then COVID locked us all down. And I thought, well, let's use this as an opportunity to get this into the hands of people. Let's do something nice for the community. There's going to be kids locked down at home. What are they going to be doing? This activity pack could be helping parents out, serving that need. And I thought this would be a really great lead magnet as an opportunity to generate emails and potentially build audience. So I put that out, and I got about 200 signups on my email list through the giving away of that product. And that was great, and that really excited me. But then as we started to go back into producing and getting work out from a theatre point of view of actually getting parents to come in and buy tickets and see shows and that sort of stuff, I started to get a lot of unsubscribes from the mailing list because that product didn't really align with the work that I was actually planning to do. It was close. It was very similar. It was just like a piece of work that we're creating as an add-on, as a value add to the shows, but it had no connection really in the way that I delivered that to the audiences that we were hoping to build. So it made no sense to them when we started actually emailing them about shows, even though I talked about that and explained, we're a company that builds shows and experiences, but this is something, it's just a little bit of fun. It didn't resonate with a lot of people. So I got a lot of people unsubscribing from my email list, and I still do to this day, as they kind of decide that they don't want to come and see those shows. Now, that could be really disappointing and really disheartening, but it was an experiment, and that experiment worked. It really helped boost my email list, but it also was a product that didn't resonate with the core audience that I was hoping to build a relationship with. So it's actually good that those people are starting to filter themselves out of the email list now. So it's really important that we understand the audience that we're trying to serve, or reverse engineering that, understand the audience that are really resonating with the work that we do, so that we can start to really get into how they think and who they are, so that we can find more of those people, and that's going to help grow our audience. But it all starts with shipping the work and having a good product for people that want it, or people that find it good, if that makes sense. So it's not, the work that you create I might hate, and that's okay. You're not serving me. You are serving the people that find your product great, and that's who you want to focus in on. So start to look at who's buying multiple tickets, who buys repeat tickets and comes and sees your second show, your third show, your fourth show, your fifth show. Who does that? Who every year buys a ticket to the work that you do? Start to hone in on those people. Start to get to know them, build a relationship with those regular buyers. Really start to hone in on talking with them and having conversations with them. Make sure that you invite them to special things at the shows, a little meetup for the top 10 buyers of your product or whatever it is, so that you can really meet them and turn them from just repeat buyers into raving fans, so that they will not only be people who continue to buy from you, they will be people that help with that whole referral process that we're going to talk about in another video. So it starts with the product, because you can't build a business around something that doesn't exist. Well, you shouldn't be building a business around something that doesn't exist. But ultimately, it's going to be about getting to understand the customers that find the work you do great and honing in on them to build the audience and therefore build your business, because you can't build the business without growing the audience. So, bit of a quick thought tonight. Just going to leave you with that. And yeah, yeah, ship the work, but then really understand, start to look at who is purchasing that work, who's looking at the work that you create, and get to know them better so that you can build your audience, your influence, and therefore your income over time. If you got anything out of this video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And of course, thanks for being here. I'll see you on the next video.